Dear chosen one, you have been chosen for something very important. By the next 5 minutes, your name will be announced in heaven. This message will reach you when it's meant for you, and your presence here is not random. I do everything on purpose, and there is a reason behind this alert too. I am alerting you in advance because I want you to prepare, not with fear, but with readiness, with open hands and an open heart to receive what has already been appointed for you since the beginning. Nothing about you is unknown to me. You have been watched from the moment your soul took form. Before you had breath, before your heart beat once, I knew your entire journey. Even when you doubted that there was something more, I never left your side. Every tear that fell from your eyes, I caught. Every silent prayer, every ache you could not voice, I heard. Nothing escaped me. And now I speak to you directly because you are standing at the edge of a moment that will change the shape of your life. The battles you have faced were not without meaning. Each pain, each delay, each closed door. They were tools I used to sharpen your faith, to deepen your compassion, to break away what was never meant to stay, and to rebuild in you a spirit unshakable by man or demon. I allowed the fire, but I stood with you in it. I allowed the storm, but I calmed it when it would have drowned you. I allowed the wilderness, but I rained manna into your soul even when you didn't recognize it. The time for waiting is nearly over. The heavenly realm is stirring. Angels are already in movement. Your name is rising like incense before my throne, and I have not only heard the cries of your heart, I have honored them. There are things you asked me for in secret, things even you have forgotten asking. But I remember every word. I remember every surrender, and none of it has been wasted. I have hidden you, not because I had no use for you, but because I had plans for you that required you to be kept away from voices that would corrupt, hands that would misuse, and paths that would derail. You were never overlooked. You were protected. You were kept in the shadow of my wings until the time came to emerge. And now, my beloved child, it is time to rise. The shift begins. You will begin to feel a shift. It may not be loud at first. It may come like a whisper, like a breeze brushing past your spirit, like a thought that feels not your own, but stirs something ancient and eternal inside of you. Pay attention. Listen closely. Do not dismiss what seems small, because I often begin in whispers what I intend to shout from the rooftops later. There is an assignment etched into your very DNA. You are not just meant to exist. You are meant to build, to speak, to heal, to tear down what is false and raise what is holy. You are meant to disrupt darkness simply by walking into rooms. You are meant to carry my presence with such authority that the atmosphere bends when you open your mouth, but not through your strength, through mine. I do not call the perfect. I perfect the called. There are people attached to your obedience. There are lives that will be delivered because you said yes. The impact of your calling is beyond what you can comprehend. The ripple will extend into generations unborn. What you build will not die with you. It will outlive you. You're being called not just for this hour, but for legacy. I have placed within you the seed of something that cannot be buried, cannot be silenced, and will not be delayed any longer. I'm clearing paths before you. I am aligning resources and connections. I am awakening voices to speak on your behalf in rooms you have not even entered. I'm softening hearts and unlocking doors. But understand, this is not only about blessings or increase. This is about kingdom. This is about purpose that transcends this world and echoes in eternity. You are a vessel, a flame I have lit with my own breath. I will send you where others cannot go. I will trust you with secrets I do not share with many. You were made for this. Do not be afraid of the weight of this calling. You were made for it. I have built you slowly, layer by layer, so you could withstand it. Even the moments you thought were delays were actually foundations. You were not late. You are in formation. What took others months will take you moments because I have prepared you in secret. While the world thought you were idle, you were never idle. You were incubating, and now you are ready. There's a frequency you are beginning to discern, my voice cutting through the noise. You're beginning to feel things shift in the spirit. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. You are not imagining the urgency, the anticipation, the restlessness. Heaven is aligning with earth on your behalf. When your name is spoken in heaven, creation listens. When I call you forward, nothing can stop it. Not the past, not people, not even your own doubts. There will be moments when fear tries to creep in. That is natural, but fear is not your ruler. I am. When the doubts whisper, you're not ready. Remember who is sending you. I do not send without equipping. I do not speak without backing my word. I will give you wisdom when you need it, power when it's required, grace for every misstep, and mercy for every weakness. Your flaws do not disqualify you. They're the very places where my glory will shine brightest. You are not chosen because you are the strongest. You are chosen because you are surrendered. I saw your heart when others saw your mistakes. I saw your potential when others focused on your past. I saw your quiet sacrifices when no one else did. And I am rewarding faith that held on even when it didn't see results. That is faith that moves me. That is the faith of the chosen. The battles that once broke you will now build others through you. What once hurt you will now heal others because of you. Your scars will speak, and your story will carry authority. I will turn your ashes into beauty, not just for your sake, but as a sign to others of what I can do. You are a living testimony. Your life will become proof that I still redeem, still restore, still raise the dead things back to life. You will be misunderstood at times. Some will question your shift. Some will resist your rise. That is not your concern. Your job is to obey. I will handle the voices, the critics, the warfare. I have assigned angels to walk with you. You are not alone, not now, not ever. The path I have carved for you may be narrow, but it is blessed. Walk it boldly. Speak when I prompt you. Move when I lead you. Do not delay out of fear of failing. I am with you in the going, just as I was with you in the waiting. And when you face resistance, and you will, I will be the fire in your bones, the rock beneath your feet, the light before your steps. Nothing will overcome you, because I have already overcome the world. Your answer and confirmation. You have cried out for clarity. This is your answer. You have cried for confirmation. Let this be it. You have asked for me to show you that you are seen. I am showing you now. You have never been invisible to me. I have never forgotten you. I have never grown tired of you. Even in your darkest hour, I was there. I walked beside you when others walked away. I stayed. I always stay. And now I am calling you forward. Step out of what was. Step into what is. Let go of the garments of shame, fear, and defeat. You will not need them where I'm taking you. Clothe yourself in courage. Wrap yourself in truth. Wear righteousness like a crown, for you are royalty, my royal priesthood, my child, my ambassador on earth. Represent me with fire and with love. Your voice carries weight because it echoes mine. Your hands will heal because they carry my spirit. Your words will break chains because they are laced with my power. A season arise. This is not a season to shrink. This is a season to step into the fullness of your identity. I did not create you to play small. You are a weapon of light in a world shadowed by lies. You are my answer to a generation that has lost its way. Speak truth even when it shakes rooms. Love radically even when it costs. Build what I show you in dreams. Pray even when you feel empty. Worship even when the tears won't stop. I see it all, and I honor it all. You are not just going through the motions. You are releasing heaven into the earth. Every time you believe again, every time you forgive, Every time you choose to rise, I am breathing on you now. I am stirring the gifts within you. You will feel your spirit come alive in ways you never have. You will hear me with clarity. You will dream again. You will wake with purpose. You will walk with fire. This is your moment. This is your assignment. This is your divine awakening. Not everyone will understand it, but that's because they weren't assigned to it. You were. Heaven is moving. Even now, even as your heart receives these words, heaven is moving on your behalf in ways you cannot yet see. Just as in the days of Daniel, when he prayed and did not know that from the very moment he humbled himself, an answer had already been sent, so too have your prayers activated movements in the invisible realm. There are dispatches being given. There are angels being assigned. There are conversations in heaven that have your name in them. Do not be deceived by silence. Silence is not absence. Delay is not denial. I'm not slow in the way men measure time. I am precise. I am perfect in sequence and season. While you have wondered if anything is happening, I am here to tell you, everything is happening, just not in the realm your eyes can yet see. But faith was never about sight. It was always about trust. The realm above is not still. My courts are not idle. The thrones are not empty. There is no pause in heaven, no confusion, no waiting for opinions. My will goes forth as a decree, and when I speak it, it runs swiftly. Even now, the wind that blows across the expanse of eternity carries instructions. Even now, hosts of angels move in accordance with my voice, shifting the circumstances of earth to align with the plans written in my books, plans that include you profoundly and intentionally. Divine choreography. You are not living in the aftermath of randomness. You are walking through divine choreography. The steps you've taken, even the ones that felt like wandering, have all been led by an unseen shepherd. And in heaven, the story of your life has never left the scrolls. Your name was written there before your parents ever spoke it. Your purpose was sealed before any enemy tried to distort it. What I have spoken over you is irrevocable, and even now, heaven operates with that decree in mind. There are angels stationed at your side, not as decoration, but as reinforcement. They are not symbols. They are sentient, created with intelligence and power beyond your knowing. Some war, some minister, some guard, some deliver. They are not of your imagination. They are of my command. When you sleep, they do not. When you weep, they encamp closer. When you call my name, they rise, prepared to move in alignment with my will for you. You do not see the battles they fight, but they are fierce and relentless. The enemy that formed against you never had the last word because my warrior stood between you and destruction more times than you know. There are moments when I have called your spirit to stillness, not to abandon you, but to shield you. When you thought nothing was happening, I was making war for you in dimensions you cannot yet comprehend. There were decisions made in the heavens that changed the path of your earthly experience. Delays that were not punishment but redirection. Detours that protected you from unseen traps. Endings that were disguised beginnings. You cried, not knowing those tears were answered in meetings you couldn't attend, in rooms of glory you have not yet entered. Heaven's strategy. In heaven there is strategy. There is counsel. There is movement. It is not chaos. It is design. The same way I sent word to prophets in the night, the same way I gave visions to dreamers, I am still speaking now. The trumpet still sounds. The scrolls still open. The bowls still fill with the prayers of the saints, including yours. I have not stopped orchestrating miracles. You have simply not yet walked into the space where your eyes can meet them. In the days of Elisha, the servant could not see the hills filled with fiery chariots until his eyes were opened. So too, you often stand in the midst of battle, unaware that you are surrounded, not by danger, but by my defense. I am with you in more ways than your physical senses can grasp. Your discernment will increase as you draw near to me, and you will begin to feel what your eyes do not show you, that heaven is not distant. It is engaged. Do you think I am idle while my chosen ones seek me? Do you believe your groanings, which cannot even be expressed in words, do not shake heaven? No, I move when you believe. I respond when you yield. The heavens are not hardened toward you. They are alive with response. Even now, I am speaking your name before the elders. Even now, the Lamb who sits at the center of it all looks upon you with eyes like fire and a heart of mercy. You are not forgotten in the vastness. You are known in detail. Your praises rise like incense. Every time you worship through pain, the fragrance fills the temple above. Your perseverance is seen. Your faith, when tested, is recorded as more precious than gold. I have bottles for your tears. I have counted your steps. I have weighed the intentions of your heart and found them sincere. And for that, you have moved my heart. The books are opening. There are books in heaven that are opening now, pages turning to the chapters that concern your destiny. You're not walking into the unknown. You're stepping into what has already been written. I do not react, I initiate. I do not wait for circumstances. I shape them. And as you continue forward, know this: nothing escapes my notice. Nothing you've done in secret will go unrewarded. Nothing formed against you will succeed, and nothing meant for you will pass you by. Even the alignment of people in your life is not accidental. I am sending voices, relationships, partnerships that will feel divinely timed because they are. I am orchestrating moments that collide purpose with preparation. And while you may feel like things are slow, I assure you things are accelerating. In heaven's realm, the fullness of time is near. The alarms have rung. The shift has begun. Lessons from the faithful. Remember the story of Job. While he lived through loss, heaven was in deliberation. While he sat in ashes, I was restoring his legacy behind a veil. You too have sat in ashes. You too have wondered if the pain had a point. I am telling you now, it did. I am redeeming every moment. What the enemy thought would destroy you has only positioned you. You have become dangerous to darkness by surviving what was sent to silence you. When Esther was preparing in silence, heaven was preparing a crown. When Joseph was locked in prison, I was aligning nations. When Moses was exiled in the wilderness, I was preparing a burning bush. When David tended sheep, I was preparing thrones. And for you, yes, you, I am preparing more than you have asked, more than you have dreamed, more than you dare hope. Not because you earned it, but because I delight in you. I do not forget covenants. I do not misplace promises. I do not abandon what I have begun. And what I began in you, I will complete. Even now, angels are preparing the path before you. Doors that have been locked for years will open suddenly. Ideas you thought were lost will come alive again. Gifts you neglected will stir with power. And you will know that it is I who has done it, not man, not fate, not coincidence. I, the roar of heaven. The heavens are roaring with activity. Thunderings echo the authority of my voice. Lightnings flash of my word. The atmosphere is electrified with the movement of destiny. And in the center of it all is my Son, the Lamb who was slain, seated in victory, interceding for you. He is not still. He is not silent. He speaks your name with love and advocacy. He knows your story because he bore it. And because he lives, your future is secure. In heaven, the elders fall and rise in worship. The angels cry out, holy, without tiring. The living creatures declare my nature. There is no confusion here, only glory. And all of it flows toward earth like a river, seeking places and people who are willing to carry it. You are one of them. You are not a bystander in this generation. You are a carrier of my glory. Even the stars obey me. Even time bends at my will. So do not worry about how things will happen. Focus on who is behind them. Trust the timing even when it hurts. Trust the process even when it's hidden. Trust me, because I see all and I see you. Harvest time. There are prayers you prayed 10 years ago that are being answered now. Not because I was delayed, but because now is when they bear the most fruit. You thought they were forgotten, but I never forget. You may not realize it, but you're already walking in harvest planted in past seasons of faith. More are coming, and they will surprise you in their goodness. As in the days of Elijah, I am sending rain to places you thought were dry. I am sending fire to altars you rebuilt. I am breathing life into bones you thought were beyond repair. Do not underestimate what I can restore. There is no damage I cannot redeem. I will restore time. I will redeem relationships. I will resurrect vision. I will recalibrate purpose. And I will make it look as though you never missed a step. You have not been passed over. You have been prepared. You are not being overlooked. You are being announced in places you haven't yet arrived. The weight you carry. I know the weight you carry. I know the prayers you whisper in the night. I know the places where your heart feels bruised from believing, and I honor every part of it. You're not weak for feeling weary. You are human, and I am your strength. There is a trumpet sound in the spirit. Even now a signal has gone forth. Something is shifting, and your spirit can feel it. This is not imagination. It is revelation. You are sensing what your eyes cannot yet see. And as I stir heaven, I am also stirring you. I am aligning your inner man with your heavenly assignment. You will feel me stronger. You will dream more vividly. You will hear with clarity, and you will know it is I. Do not compare your process with others.
Azért jöttem, hogy visszaegyszítsak apa
Your
és fia
pace is
között,
intentional.
anya
What
és
looks like
lánya között.
delay is often preservation.
Az
What looks
ember
like silence
ellenségei
is often strategy. I'm
a
not bound
saját
by
családtagjai
time,
lesznek.
yet I work within it for your good. I see your past, your now, and your future all at once. Trust me to lead you, even when the
Mondhatjátok,
road
mindenünket odahagytuk, hogy
The cloud
követhessünk
of
téged.
witnesses. And
Bizony
while you
mondom
walk,
néktek,
never forget,
mindenki, aki
you are
elhagyta
being watched
otthonát,
by a cloud of witnesses. Those who went before you, who ran their race in faith, now watch as you run yours. They cheer you on, not from obligation, but from joyful recognition of the same spirit that sustains
azért
you
jöttem, hogy
living.
visszaegyszítsak
They know the
apa
cost.
és fia között,
They know the glory.
anya és
They
lánya között.
rejoice at what is unfolding through
Az
you.
ember
My plans for
ellenségei
you are not fragile. They are
a
fortified in
saját
fire.
családtagjai
My
lesznek.
love for you is not based on performance. It is grounded in my nature. I do not shift like shadows. I do not change
Mondhatjátok,
with the
mindenünket
seasons.
odahagytuk, hogy
I am the
követhessünk
same
téged.
yesterday, today,
Bizony mondom
and
néktek,
forever.
mindenki,
And
aki
forever is
elhagyta
where your name
otthonát,
is written. My seal
az
is upon
apját,
your life.
anyját,
My hand is upon your shoulder.
asszonyát,
My voice is within your
gyermekét,
soul.
jószágát,
Heaven is not
Isten
unaware.
országáért,
Is not indifferent to you.
annak
It is
százszoros
active,
jutalma lészen a földön,
engaged, and full of anticipation
elnyeri
for your unfolding.
Isten
The coming
országát.
celebration. The celebration that is coming is not
Aki meg akarja menteni
It will
életét,
be because of you.
elveszíti azt.
Lives will change.
És aki meg
Change
elveszíti
will break.
értem az életét és az
Life will
örömhírért,
invade
amit hozok,
Not
az
because of your
megmenti azt.
strength, but because
Mert az
you dared
első
to say yes to mine. Now rise, beloved. Lift your head. Wipe your tears. The hour has come. The kingdom is advancing. And you, yes, you are part of the plan. Let heaven's activity fill you with confidence. Let my voice drown out the noise. Let faith be your language. And let me be your guide. I'm not done speaking. I'm not done moving. I'm not done with you. The best that I have planned is not behind you. It's in motion before you. You are not alone. You're not late. You're mine. And heaven is not waiting to move. It already is.